Hi folks, welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. Today we are in some artillery. Just for a first, I'm in my Geschutzwagen Panther, the German Tier 6 artillery. It's a great artillery piece. It's built on the chassis of the Panther, hence the name. It's not quite turreted artillery, not like the SU-26s, the Russian Tier 3, which is a great fun little artillery piece to play. But I'll call it the turret for want of a better word here, does have a very wide, like a 90-degree traverse, which is very good when you're playing artillery, because it means that you can switch your fire and switch your aim to cover a different sector without having to turn your hull. And if you play artillery, you'll know that when you turn your hull, it really throws your aim off. Now, GW Panther. I think the aiming time, the loading time on the gun is about 20.4 seconds, something like that. Considerably faster than the next tier up, the GW Tiger, which has got a 34-second loading time. The aiming time's not bad. It's slow, you're playing artillery. But the really good thing about the GW Panther is its fantastic mobility. Look at this. And this is going uphill. Most artillery does that sort of speed on the flat. Now we've got a lot of artillery here. I'm actually in an artillery platoon. This kind of game must be an absolute nightmare for tankers. This is a real arty party. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 artillery out of the 30 players. So the tanks are going to be really cautious here. But my priority target is always enemy artillery. So, here we are on fjords, and because I'm one of the faster artillery here, I've decided to scoot up the hill, lay up here at a direct line of sight of any enemy mediums and heavies coming up this way, and I am going to look for enemy artillery. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. Oh, wow, that was a good shot. Enemy GW Panther took out Frozy's Hummel. Wow. Yeah, if you have a look down at the map, in the bottom right corner, it's an obvious artillery parking spot. So the GW Panther just took a shot, hoped there was something there, and yeah, it paid off. However, where I'm aiming here is their very obvious artillery parking spot. So we're looking for two things. We're looking for trees falling. That lets us know that something's moving around there, but we're also looking for artillery tracer. The medium tanks up in front of me are just talking to each other, saying, "Are you guys ready for arty hunting?" So they're going to charge down here and try to illuminate all that arty for us. And this does end up working out very well. You can see how long it takes to aim with this thing. But have a shot.
Penetration.
There we go. Now, I think the shell on the GW Panther. Oh, here we go. Enemy artillery. Now, there's so much artillery in this game. These guys, as soon as they get spotted, they just get vaporized. Watch the amount of shots that come flying in towards these fellas. They stood no chance. And this should always be a priority job when you're playing artillery, especially tier 5 and up, where you actually do have the range to cover the entire battlefield. Spot enemy. Once enemy artillery is spotted, kill it, because somebody's taken an awful risk to spot that artillery for you. Also, even if nobody's scouting for you, as I said, you can keep an eye open for artillery tracer, and then plop a shell right down on the spot where that tracer came from. There we go, tree falling. So I ping the map. Trees, guys, trees. And there's a tracer. Pop a shot off. Didn't get him. The rest of the artillery's going affirmative. Yep, we're watching that area. And look at the score, 9-1. There he is. Yeah, Yeah, you think you're safe.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And we got him. So, I mean, well done on that pattern driver. Very low health. But he spotted the artillery for us, and we nailed it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, the Su-14 school bus. Just look at that. And this is good artillery on our team. The second enemy artillery's position is given away, they're just getting vaporised. And it's very, very nice. Have a look in Team Chat now. You do not get this often. Very nice support, Arty. Good job. One thing you need to get used to when you're playing artillery is everybody hates you. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Not so much in low tier games. Tier 7 battles and below, when your artillery's tier 3, 4, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, it's not such a big deal. Certainly my Su-26 and my Su-8, is it? Tier 4 Russian artillery, you just can't penetrate and damage tier 5, 6, 7 heavy tanks because they have such thick armour that your shells just bounce. Or they explode and do 10 damage. You're far better off sticking to soft skin targets that you know you can actually kill, like tank destroyers. They're a great target. Also, you tend not to have the range to fire across the whole battlefield anyway. So trying to do counter battery fire in enemy artillery is pretty pointless. Tier 5 and up, for the Germans, the Hummel, the Russians, the S-51. Not familiar with the American artillery line. You tend to find that you start getting the range to cover the entire battlefield, and counter battery artillery fire is your responsibility from at that stage, because artillery can be such a massive game changer. You really are responsible for trying to nullify the enemy artillery in company with your scouts as quickly as you can. There we go. So yeah, not a terrible game. Didn't do amazingly well. 5 shots fired, only 1 actually hit the target. Obviously did some splash damage. Yeah, that'll do. So, yeah, the GW Panther, German, Tier 6 artillery. If you're going to go down the artillery line, I would say that the Hummel and the Tier 5 and the GW Panther here at Tier 6 are probably the most fun. But you need to get used to not being a very popular player. Once you get a bit higher than that, the GW Tiger, the GW Type E, the Object 216, things like that, not so much fun for me. I won't be continuing much further down the artillery line than this, and I very rarely play my artillery anymore. Other people certainly do get a kick out of it, and you might as well. I'll put some lower tier artillery games up as well, so you can have a look and see how it performs at lower levels. But that was the GW Panther, German Tier 6 artillery. Bit of a change from the sort of videos I normally put up. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time.